Come on out. Come on out. In this light, satellites can't see what's inside. Unlock the door. It won't save you anymore. Governments can't fight what's inside.
Recording.
This is week 2 in Taiwan, and we are in Longpan Gongyuan in Kending.
Gorgeous. I can't believe how blue, but also how green everything is. It's amazing. We have good weather. We have really good weather.
Amazing.
No wind. We got dropped off in where?
Henchun.
Yeah, and we rented bikes.
Yeah.
And now we're sort of exploring like the most south point in the country.
Southernmost.
Yeah. It's beautiful. It's a little bit like Tasmania.
A bit,
It's a little bit like Tasmania. It's interesting.
but greener.
Yeah, but greener, definitely, and thicker.
Yeah.
Everything's just like thick.
Our journey is kind of forming into a general.
Yeah,
I feel like in my head the structure would be we travel first, we design, then we travel, then we design.
Yeah.
But then right now it's like the first week we still have a bunch of footage we didn't use.
correct.
Yeah, so we probably will work on that more, and then
When we did that first video, we spent a little bit of time getting some feedback. What we're understanding is people want to see more of the journey involved. They want to see more of like the experience. We're gonna go and try and show some of that. All right, let's go.
Jumping on the scooter for the first time was definitely an experience. I've ridden all kinds of motorcycles. These are just so small, so nimble, so light. Everyone over in Taiwan rides so fast. It's a very different kind of riding experience to what I've had at home.
Charlie, no. What have we done? We're heading to the south side. The south as well. These are too easily rentable. Like, you should not have gotten me behind the wheels of this.
we started in Henchun and rode all the way to Longpan Park. And from there, we head south to the southernmost point of Taiwan. After that, we made our way back up the west coast to Kending, where we stayed there for overnight. The next morning, we rode to the Sheding Natural Trail before heading back to Henchun to return the bike. That is the rough plan for this 2-day trip.
Oh, let's go!
As we were crossing over some of the foothills, Charlie let me lead so I could feel out the scooter properly. The inherent size and nimbleness gave you such confidence when you were zipping through cars and in lower speeds in normal traffic situations. But here on a mountain road, charging up the hill, immediately you can feel the instability come in. The geometry of the bike, how light it was, how stiff the suspension is and how tiny the wheels were meant that every little bump you not only felt, but felt like you were going to get thrown from this thing.
Come on! Come on! Got no power! Come on!
Every tight corner you sped into, you had to brake at the perfect point, accelerate at the perfect point, because if you didn't, you'd either lose all your momentum or you'd come in way too hot and you'd feel like the thing was going to just come out from underneath you. There was also the other hilarious issue of
Monkey! You took us the wrong way.
There's no road here.
Charlie, where are we?
We are in the southernmost of Taiwan.
Southernmost point. Yep. Somewhere, a long way, that way, is Australia. Long way.
That is Dandenong.
No! No!
the South was proven to be quite spectacular. Lush, thick jungle groves, beautiful white sandy beaches, and absolutely fantastic weather. It was still just so absurd that I was here in Taiwan riding scooters with Charlie on the wrong side of the road, just exploring what we could find.
Oh my god!
It was too nice. I could not have a swim.
It's nice! It's got force! Oh my god! It actually drags rocks with it!
I wanted Charlie to come and have a swim, but he'll have to comment on that.
The accommodation we're going to stay is called Kandin Youth Activity Center. It's an old Minnan style village, and I think it's perfect for Alex to see how the traditional Taiwanese houses was built.
That evening, the village we stayed in was very different to what we'd seen before. Made up of many simple but beautiful old buildings, cobbled streets with detailed tiles and beautiful doorways. It was another new place tucked away from everything else. In the morning, we got up and walked some walking trails along the coastline right next to the village. There are all these rock pools and tiny little coves that the waves had formed over the years.
Very cool. Like a sponge. No entry, why not?
All of the stone here was seemingly volcanic. It was all a form of pumice, filled with holes, very sponge-like. And then the groves sort of mirrored that jaggedness. There were all these kinds of rocks that plants were growing out of, but they had caves and little holes, and the trail ducked and weaved around them. It was very different to the trail we had walked on to get up Pillow Mountain.
My uncle and auntie was asking our schedule for today, and seems like they got some surprise for us. A bit of background on where we're heading today, Shedi Natural Park. This whole region was once under the water, and due to tectonic movements, the coral reef was uplifted above sea level, and which turned into the mountains and hills. And beside the interesting geography background, this park is also known for having more than 50 types of butterfly and a special recovery area for deer.
The nature reserve was familiar but different. The jungle was very similar to what we had seen already, but the rock formations were very different. Lots of volcanic spongy rock that had formed these kinds of caves and really tight ravines that we had walking trails we could pass right through.
Look at the roots. Wow.
The way that the light beamed down from above us, down into the ravines, and the texture you felt as you ran your hands along the walls, guiding yourself, feeling every hole and bump, made it a really unique experience.
Whoa! What? This is crazy. What? Wow.
One moment you were stepping between these two rock faces, and then it would drop down and you would sort of have to ease yourself into this hole and then follow it around. You wouldn't see where the exit would be, and you would turn a corner, step up a few steps, it would start getting brighter and brighter and brighter. You'd come out and then look down and there's all these stairs taking you down further to the outside, and then you'd enter another gap and then you'd climb up. It was a very engaging experience for all of the senses.
It's cool. Very cool. Yeah, I thought so. I don't like these ones either. Bad design. But oh my god, the view. Loving it. Wow. And no people. Oh. Straight out to the ocean.
With all the crevices, unevenness, rocky trails, it makes a lot of sense that this was once under the ocean.
Wow. Insane.
After spending a good amount of the afternoon exploring the national park, we jumped back on the scooters, following Charlie's auntie and uncle to a surprise location. Upon reaching the east coast, we were met with sand dunes. And as we pulled off the road, we were brought to this little area filled with quad bikes. And before we could say yes or no, we were getting told which bikes to be hopping on and who to follow. Within minutes, we were chasing each other around the dunes. After another day of riding, exploring jungles, cruising through sand dunes, we didn't think there could be much more. Taiwan's very own space centre, a testing ground for the ARRC, the Advanced Rocket Research Centre, an autonomous, academic-backed space transport research organisation founded in 2012 to pioneer indigenous hybrid rocket technologies and advance the country's domestic space launch capabilities. At this point, I was just shocked. Taiwan is such a small nation, yet its technological output is unlike anything else I've ever seen. Besides producing a large portion of the world's silicon chips, this small island nation makes their own cars, builds their own fighter jets, and launches their own rockets. As someone coming from Australia where, unfortunately, we don't make a lot of things anymore, this is unbelievable.
First glance, nature was under it. Many missiles. Many missiles. And I can't even see it. You can't see it properly now, but your space agency is over that hill.
The launch pad.
The launch pad.
Yeah.
What? What?
If you just look at it, you won't imagine.
No way. But oh my god. The tower's on the end. You see, straight ahead. It's gone up.
Yeah.
That will be the launch pad
What kind of launch pad?
for rockets and missiles too. For rockets. It's a space agency, man.
Design doesn't happen at a desk. It happens out here, in the middle of nowhere,
Charlie, where are we?
That is Dandenong.
No!
or exactly where you should be.
Oh my god.
Sometimes, bad ideas.
You're kidding. No way.
Sometimes, good ones. Two designers,
Don't know where we are.
They have everything.
no plan,
What are you doing there?
Figure it out alive, man.
just field. New episodes on the way, only on Field.